We're going to reveal our Elite Eight to our championship picks, ladies and gentlemen. And I think, Mr. Just, I think you're up first.
All right. Well, for the East region, I have Duke going up against Michigan State. I just thought that they were the two best teams in that region, and I have to say, I think Duke got battle tested in the ACC tournament. That was the only issue that I had with the team coming into tournament season. I was like, okay, so they won the regular season outright. Cool. But I did not like how they looked at Chapel Hill. Of course, they avenged the Chapel Hill loss with the butt whooping they took out on Carolina in Cameron Indoor. So I'm like, so they avenged that ridiculous L they took at Chapel Hill. They should not have lost that game, and they took some teams' best shots and still survived. So yeah, I think they're the best teams in the East, Duke and Michigan State. Uh, in the West, I have Arizona and Purdue. Unfortunately, it's to me. I think in that region, everybody's getting served up to the Wildcats. Personally, you could have been any of the other 15 teams that are in that region. In the Elite Eight, Arizona was going to serve them, and I think unfortunately Purdue's going to get served. In the Midwest region, you have Michigan and Virginia. Um, I'm loving how Virginia looked against Duke both in the regular season and in the tournament. So I think that there's a shot for them to really make it all the way to the Elite Eight. And in the South region, you have Florida going up against Houston. I think of the four, people probably say Duke Michigan State is going to be the game of the round. But personally, I believe the national championship rematch, right? National championship rematch. I think that is going to be the game of the round. And so I have as my final four Arizona coming out the West, Michigan coming out the Midwest, Duke coming out of the East, and Houston coming out of the South. Now, you would think, well, so you're a homer, Cole. You're going to pick Duke, right? I mean, pick Houston, right? Eh, no, they don't have enough for Duke, unfortunately. And as for Michigan, I think they can wear Arizona down enough to where they can go past them. So the national championship, I have Duke versus Michigan, where I have the Dukies cutting down the Nets in Indianapolis. Yes, a rematch from what was it, 1992? Yeah. So yeah, we will see these two teams go up against each other in the national championship again. The same result will happen. The Dukies will cut down the Nets.
The Duke Blue Devils, John Sire captures his first national championship as the head coach of Duke. You believe in Duke, huh? You believe
Yeah,
in the Boozer brothers.
yeah, I do. I do.
All right, that is his Elite Eight championship ride on the men's side. What does mine look like? That's the wrong. Oh, I skipped one. My bad. Here's mine look like Duke, UConn in the East, same as Coach Johnson, Florida and Houston rementioned in the South. Arizona and BYU in the West, and Michigan and Iowa State in the Midwest. Duke, Florida. Yes, I did the cardinal sin.
All number
All
ones.
number ones.
All number one seeds are advancing to yours. Okay.
Hey, it happened last year. I think it's gonna happen again this year. And then you have the final four: Duke versus Florida, Arizona versus Michigan. Duke, Florida, round two. Duke won by one at Cameron Indoors in the ACC SEC Challenge. They only beat Florida by one at home, and Florida was not Florida like they is now. This could be interesting. In Arizona and Michigan. So my championship game, He might have been a homer, but somebody was.
Of course, you're gonna be straight homer. So all that talk back in January saying that this team wasn't national championship worthy. Now you pick them to cut down the nets back-to-back seasons for this program for the first time in 19 years.
Because all we do is back to back.
No.
We have never won a single championship by ourselves. We do it back to back. Am I wrong?
So now he thinks Florida's Drake. Okay, gotcha.
Football. We did back to back, didn't we?
Yes, you did. 2007, 2008. Yes.
Basketball, we did back to back, didn't we?
2006, 2007. Yes.
This is what we do. And plus, I think that loss to Vanderbilt came at the right time. Even though I didn't want a loss, but I think that came at the right time.
It came at the right time, but I think put them in the wrong place.
Yeah. But somebody brought up a good point to me last year. What was the national championship game last year?
National championship game where, you said?
Yeah.
180 miles from where I am right now, San Antonio.
So we beat Houston in their own state.
Well, you beat them in their own state. This time, the Elite Eight will be in their own city.
Now we get to beat them in their own city. I think it's a worth shot. Even though that'll piss you really off to get beat in your own city.
But
the state's so high.
That should not happen. That should not. I'm not saying it can't happen. That should not happen.
That means if Florida cut down the nets again, that means Houston got beat somewhere along the line.
Mm-hmm. And that would piss me off.
He won't be mad that Florida won. It's the fact that Houston got beat along the way at some point.
Correct.
Which led to the Florida Gators going back to back.
I mean, yeah, if the Gators win again, cool. Yeah, I'm not tripping on that. I'd just be pissed that Houston screwed the pooch again. And if they do it to Florida, Cougs, you better not lose this team in a second consecutive tournament.
In the state of Texas again.
And both these games in the state of Texas, the second of which is actually in the city limits. Don't you let this team beat you. Having to lead 39 to 40 minutes and lost the game.
Even though losing to Florida is not bad.
No, losing to Florida is not that bad, but losing to Florida after having to leave for 39 minutes and then the 40th minute just simply screwed the pooch.
I just thought I would bring that up. So he's going Duke. I'm going Florida to go back to back. It worked out for me last year when I won the whole bracket.
That pissed me off. I thought I was going to win the whole thing, and then Houston screwed up the very last minute.
Oh, man. I can't wait for this one. This should be fun. Last year was fun. Cole thought he had it all the way through.
I did.
And then all of a sudden, my bracket started to pick up steam. It's like, oh. Well, I had Florida champions. I had Duke in there, but Duke got knocked off. He had Auburn. Florida knocked off Auburn. So we both had our championship winners. Somebody had to win. So my team won the championship and I won the bracket.
That pissed me off.
Now that's the men's. Let's go to the ladies' side. I'm going up first. You already saw some of it. I got UConn over Ohio State in Region 1. South Carolina over TCU in Region 4. UCLA over LSU in Region 2. And in Region 3, the Texas Longhorns over Michigan in Region 3. Yes, I got 2 2s and 2 3s in the Elite Eight. I did not go all 2s. But I saying here, all number 1s.
In this case, it don't matter.
All right, Playmaker, you got all number 1s in the ladies' side. Who you got in the Final Four? Well, here's the Final Four. UConn over South Carolina. Sorry, Farrell. Unless y'all can show me that y'all can play defense against a team that can shoot like AZ Flood. Yeah, I like UConn chances. And sorry, Coach Johnson. I know you got the female Kevin Durant over there, but y'all already beat UCLA early in the season, and I have a feeling they won't pay back.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same.
And then the UConn versus UCLA, and yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a very tight game. I believe so because I think Cheryl Strong finally gonna meet somebody that can match her blow for blow and low in bets. Kiki Rice, she's gonna find out why AZ Fudd is AZ Fudd. And I think UConn is the more disciplined team than UCLA. Not saying UCLA is not a disciplined team. I just think UConn is more disciplined on the Gino Auriemma. And yeah, for a 13th time, Gino and the UConn Huskies are cutting down the nets.
Mm.
I'm sorry, when I see UConn and I see that team on the road, I already know where this is going. Like last year.
Yeah.
Most people saw UConn as number two. I'm like, yeah, they might be number two, but that's the most dangerous number two I have ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And Coach, I'm just like, I'm on that boat with you. But all the way till you coming the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't expect them to blow out South Carolina like the way they did, but
Yeah.
we already know once Gino get that train rolling, it's almost impossible to stop it. And that train is still rolling, even without pacemakers.
Mm.
Cole Johnson, here you go.
All right. So I had three, I should say, of the four number two seeds going to be taking it on the chin. Vanderbilt will take it on the chin to UConn. Iowa will take it on the chin to South Carolina. You'll have the Lady Tigers of LSU. They'll take it on the chin at UCLA. I should had Louisville get all the way to the Elite Eight, where Texas will take care of business there. So yes, that's your eight that I have. The four that I see advancing will be UConn, South Carolina, UCLA, and Texas. So of course, I'm riding Texas all the way. I think UConn will handle South Carolina yet again. I don't think that'll be a problem. And I'm also with you. I think UCLA will gain vengeance on Texas. And unfortunately, Lady Longhorns, I'm rooting for you. I want you to bust my bracket. It just ain't going to happen. So the final two that I have, the national championship, will be UConn versus UCLA. And I think UCLA will put just enough pressure on UConn to actually throw them out for just a little bit. Just make that one more mistake than UCLA would make, and I think that would spell the difference between UConn and UCLA being national champions. And so the lady national champions that I have will be the Lady Bruins of UCLA.
So on the women's side, we pretty much went almost the same route.
Mm-hmm.
And then we flipped at the end.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Oh boy. This is not gonna be easy.
No, it's not.
But it's gonna be fun. Those are our Elite Eight to our championship picks. On the men's side, I am going with my Florida Gators to go back to back. Coach Johnson, he's going with the Duke Blue Devils.
Mm-hmm.
On the ladies' side, I'm going with the UConn Huskies going back to back. Coach Johnson says, Gino, you finally gonna lose one, and it's gonna be to the UCLA Bruins.
Yeah,